I'm not going.
Not cooking.
I'm gonna cut you off. I wouldn't be mad at the shit that he's doing if it wasn't so drawn out. Like,
that's a good point.
The Gojo fight started last year, the same day last year. The nigga Gojo started fighting Sukuna. So this combat that we are having has been going on for a whole 365 days.
It has been too long.
You dragging this shit.
Here's my issue right here. I'm gonna say this now, and I hope I'm wrong for next chapter and the next chapter. If this fight is concluded by the same nigga who couldn't do it the first time, but now it works, I'm gonna be fucking mad because it doesn't make. Okay, the plan was bullshit anyway. Let Gojo fight him first, and then we're all just jumping.
I'm not gonna lie, this might be one of the worst.
This is the worst. This is the worst final boss arc in all of the anime I've ever even seen.
This up there with Naruto as far as like niggas are just fighting.
I don't think it's that bad. I think y'all too hasty on the war arc because that shit was ass. You can't.
No, the war arc was ass. The war arc was ass, but the final fight, Kaguya's emergence,
it's that bad.
That was shit. Here's my problem, okay? Having Gojo 1v1, the definitive most powerful being in the verse, was already stupid, but then to have him 1v1 get off-screened by a technique that he so-called could not see. Mind you, Maki and Miguel could see it because Miguel's black and Maki's sexy. They could see it. But to have the same nigga come back and fight him again, but now Yuta's driving the sticks. If this works and they beat him off of this, then why the fuck last year did we not jump him with Gojo? This is the same thing. It's the same thing. What they did was Gojo fights first, then we jump him. Why not just let's all jump him?
We don't jump people anymore. We don't jump people anymore. This ain't jump him, K.
It's literally Jujutsu Kaisen. Like, we made a whole franchise off of jumping niggas. The one nigga that has to be jumped. Y'all don't jump him until niggas is dropping. Why the fuck is Kusakabe going in there dolo? What is happening right now?
He's the strongest available sorcerer, nigga. He's the strongest available. Number one. When you get hired as a sorcerer, the number one thing is availability. You got to be available, nigga. Kusakabe said, "That's me, nigga. That's me." That's all they ask in the interview. What's your availability? We'll figure the rest of that shit out later. It's like being a double hunter. Same thing.
This shit upsetting me. This shit upset me. Maybe it's recent. I could be recency. It could be recency bias. Like, I'm biased against it because it's so recent.
Let folks tell it. You just don't have the capacity to read weekly. Y'all should really just wait till everything happens. You can't read week to week. You don't have the attention span.
Tell me what my problem is. Shit, like, you don't know shit about me, nigga. If I don't like it, I don't like it. You can't tell me why I don't like it.
So here's the thing,
you don't even fucking know me.
Here's another good point, because I do review manga and I do analyze literature and I do write myself. I did go back and reread Shinjuku Showdown. I did it 3 times. I went back to the start of Shinjuku Showdown on chapter 228, and I went back to the start to look at the entire package because that's important. Weekly, it fucks with your perception. Like you lose your focus, you lose certain plot points. If you go back to the start of this shit, it's actually worse than week to week. It's literally worse. It's not better. Yeah, it's worse. This is definitely the worst arc. This is the worst portion of JJK by a large number.
The only
really bad
fight I would say is worse than this is Yuki and Choso versus Kenjaku. Because what the fuck was that? That was equally dumb.
I'm okay with that one, and I mean only okay. I'm only okay with it. I have problems, but that was fucking bullshit too.
Nigga, they said, all right, let's
nonsense.
We gotta get him. They said we gotta get him to use his domain so we can know what his domain is. And then he used it, and you didn't have a backup. You didn't have a plan for the domain. The nigga used the domain, and you was like, "Oh shit, he used it."
Kenjaku was like, "Y'all want me to use my domain?" And a nigga like me, I believe it's because I got nothing for it. Domain expansion. They had nothing for it.
Her plan was.
I know why you want it.
It's simple domain. Nigga, that's the strategy for every domain expansion. You use the most basic strategy, and it didn't work. You kept boxing that nigga normal.
Might as well just jumped him.
Wow.
Exactly.
Okay, so
they could have jumped. Nah,
here's the difference.
We not gonna jump.
That
The plan is to get information from him about his technique, and then you'll have a better chance at a 1v1. No, you won't. What are you talking about? Just jump.
That fight,
Yo,
I'm
thanks.
actually more okay with. It was smaller scale. It was more concise, and that one felt more like Jujutsu Kaisen. It was a mistake in a battle of Jujutsu. Yuki underestimated her own domain. That was her mistake as a sorcerer, as opposed to these niggas just doing dumb shit and planning badly. I'm more okay with that because Yuki just doubted herself rather than trying to have.
You can't be no special grade doubting yourself.
I know that's stupid, right?
No.
But as opposed to Kusakabe versus the final boss, come on, that's digests a lot better. Also, the conclusion of that fight, Yuki expanding her technique into a black hole, and Kenjaku is able to use a maximum gravity well to stop a black hole, is blowing my mind.
Also,
like
why
harming me mentally.
Why would you suicide attack with some shit that you know he potentially has a hard counter to? That pissed me off. I understand that she was already done so, but still, that's pretty damn stupid. Like, oh, I know this nigga power has something to do with gravity in some way, shape, or form.
If anybody wondering, I'm not caught up on JJK. I just don't care about spoilers no more. It's no reason to care. I'm even gonna catch up. I'm just gonna keep. It doesn't fucking matter to me, bro. I did see that fight, but I'm just over it. I'm just over it. Niggas can say whatever they want, bro. You cannot duck J. Can we talk about that? How JJK spoilers are unduckable?
How unduckable?
They literally unduckable.
It's only JJK for some reason.
It's only bruh. I seen a nigga post. It was a black clover post. Okay, it had black clover on the page. I go down like the 5th slide or something. It's like, oh yeah, Sukina, Blair. What? What? What are you talking about, bruh?
Nigga, the day that
he was comparing some dumb shit. It was like, bruh, when did this happen? Like, you can't escape it.
When Yuta first used his domain, right? When Yuta first used his domain, I opened up Facebook. The very first post on my Facebook page was from a group that I don't even follow. I'm not even a member.
That's what kill it. It be shit you not even following, bro.
Yeah, like
you're not even following none of these pages.
Yuta uses his domain and yada yada. Like, it just explained the whole chapter in the first.
Not a single spoiler on it. Not even in the title. Spoiler. No, nigga, this shit came out 15 minutes ago. Bootleg. This is a scan. Here you go. Like, nigga
took a picture of this shit on his phone in Japan. Editor's office.
Nigga is inside the office. No. Not even a slight spoiler warning, bro. Please. Nothing. Oh my god.
The problem is, right? Jujutsu Kaisen just broke a Guinness World Record for most popular anime in the world. This is the definitive anime. People that do not know anime, this is the exposure. This is the actual platform to transition into anime. It's actually hitting a lot harder than Dragon Ball did back in the day. Dragon Ball Z is not hitting like that. Jujutsu Kaisen is it.
Because Usher and Meg Thee Stallion posted cosplay of it.
There's so many different outlets that are pushing Jujutsu Kaisen. Just like you said, Usher and Meg Thee Stallion, you have media outlet pages, you have fucking news outlets. TMZ did a fucking segment because of Usher. TMZ.
Usher spoiled me.
It was TMZ
because of Usher did a segment on the popularity of anime and this one popular anime called Jujutsu Kaisen. TMZ of all places. So with this shit in particular, when it comes to spoilers, everybody's talking about it.
It's free
so
reign.
every major event, every page is seeking to gain clout off of it. It's a clout source now because of how popular it is. It's like posting Goku back in his reign.
This is shit niggas be talking about, bro. Like the gatekeepers. This is shit what they talk about. We gotta get spoiled.
We need some gates.
We need some gatekeepers.
We need some gates.
We do need gates. Put some gates up.
For real.
That's for sure.
Because this is wicked. Did they post the spoiler? TMZ posted the spoiler?
Yes.
I'm letting you know right now.
Yes.
If I get spoiled for the ending, if I go on Facebook and they like, oh shit, the One Piece is blankety blank blank. I'm shooting some shit the fuck up.
Somebody gotta go. I know.
Shoot that shit up.
I know how to look up IP addresses.
Oh fuck.
Fuck out, bro.
Oh my god.
I know how to look up IP addresses.
The One Piece is really blankety blank blank. No, I'm crashing out. You gotta go. You gotta get knocked out.
So the devil fruit was the One Piece, nigga. It reshaped the world.
Been locked in for 22 years, and you about to ruin my real-time experience.
I was a children. And don't let it be a nigga that never spoke about One Piece. A nigga that ain't caught up.
Don't let it be a hater.
The hype watcher, bro. I can look up an IP address, bro. A nigga that just started at Wano, I'm coming to get you, bro.
Don't let it be Usher.
That's for sure.
Don't let it be Usher.
Don't let it be Usher, bro.
No more Usher, please. No more Raymond. Please, no more Raymond.
Ban Usher from anime because that was atrocious.
Insane.
Ban him from any. Who told him about that? You know he don't watch this shit. Nigga been famous too long to give a fuck.
Speaking of cooking and writing and authors, I don't know if y'all are caught up to Chainsaw Man Part 2.
No, I'm not.
Oh yes, I am. The only manga I'm caught up in, actually.
Yes. Like as you should.
Yeah, it's just so readable. If you're trying to get into manga, my bad. Go ahead.
Yeah, I won't spoil it though.
I
want you to read it. Because
I appreciate it.
But for real, Fujimoto probably has the best run I've seen in recent manga.
It was bad. Part 2 was kind of bad at first, bro.
No, it wasn't.
I ain't reread it yet. I ain't reread Part 2 yet. But
you got to go back.
Yeah, I probably do got to reread. But when it was first coming out, I was like, But I give a fuck about everybody now.
Chainsaw Man Part 1 is a coming of age / melodrama / unpacking of mental health, also action packed and fun and gore. Okay, Part 1 feels like a fever dream that you wouldn't expect in this genre. It's almost like the same boundaries being pushed as Berserk while having the fun of Fairy Tail and having the drama of Naruto and his villains. It's a very intricate piece. Okay,
it just looks stupid when you just.
It looks stupid.
It's just stupid. Like it is nothing.
They drop a significant portion of the action because the whole of Act 1 was reaching a certain point and conquering a certain obstacle, which was the villain.
Typical
Part 2, after the villain is gone, we have the MC with the aftermath. Unlike most series, he goes to a point where he now has no purpose, and he wants to be what he wants. I want to be Chainsaw Man, but I got nothing to tear up.
It's nothing. So it's no main goal. We still don't know. My bad. Go ahead.
Yeah, there's no goal.
There's no goal right now.
He's a person now, but because of stuff he did in Part 1, there's groups, organizations, fan clubs, and committees that stand what they saw, and so now he deals with being a person in the limelight who doesn't know how to even be a human being. So the story has shifted to more of a actual drama than even melodrama, and it focuses on sexual trauma with Denji and his hero complex and deeper desires, because now he's supposed to be Denji. Chainsaw Man is hung up. He chainsawed all the men.
Almost
Denji now.
Almost hung up.
It's almost hung up. So Part 2 feels like a different series because it's meant to.
It does, because you don't even see Denji for the first 12 chapters.
I just got to the part where he popped back out. Denji popped out.
So it's meant to feel different because everything is different.
It's way different now.
We don't have the public safety, the devils. We did a lot in Part 1 to curb a lot. Some of the more major devils are in fact gone right now. They will be back. That's how devils work. But right now they are gone. There's no demand for Big Chainsaw.
All the problems is within who we have here.
Yeah,
it's like
within the
these organizations,
character
these
issues.
It's very character focused right now, and they are internal as well as external struggles. But so he's doing his thing, and that's who Gege wants to be. He wants to be
Real
Fujimoto, nigga.
Real bad.
You can't write like that, nigga. That's why people hate your last couple chapters.
He was trying to. He was cooking a little bit in the first.
He ain't cooked since the Culling Games, nigga. And did he really? I'm still in Culling Games.
He could look.
Which part of the Culling Games had y'all like, yo?
Gojo versus Sukuna.
Gojo versus Sukuna, that was peak Jujutsu.
I'm not there yet.
It fell off after.
That's when the fall off happened.
After that, it was just like a steady decline with some steep drops occasionally. But
yes,
like.
But Chainsaw Man still peak.
Culling Games was peak Jujutsu Kaisen, in my opinion. Culling Games was peak.
Absolutely.
Bruh, the Culling Games does not hit like Shibuya Incident. That's what y'all feel?
In my opinion, Culling Games is over Shibuya Incident.
I agree.
I think it's just after.
So here's my thing with Shibuya and Culling Games, right? I think it's just after.
I feel like it's just after, bruh. That's a heck of a read.
The Shibuya Incident is our first actual taste of how high the stakes can actually go. Goodwill did not do it because Hanami got dogged. Jogo got ran off. Mahito was being sneaky, and the big ocean boy, Octopus Man, he didn't even do nothing. That was a plot. That was a ploy. Shibuya introduces the actual main act of the villains doing something. This is Katakura Town arc, but for JJK. We got Aizen, Gin, and Kaname in the city. This is our first taste of like, oh shit, this is why we're sorcerers.
And they showed who was the biggest problem.
It did hit
Culling
real
Games
hard.
ain't show that.
The main villain is that's a good damn Kenjaku's a good ass villain, and this plan was executed perfectly. That's why it was so satisfying for real. Nothing went wrong. You had even the nonsense with Toji. Toji helped their plan. Like it was all crazy, right? The Culling Games is better to me because they actually take the aftermath of this plot and they don't overshadow it. They move with it and they correlate the whole arc around it, because these problems are this bad because we let him win at that time in Shibuya, and we lost our big hitter. So it's almost a rescue arc. It's nearly a rescue arc, but it's mainly an arc to clean up the aftermath.
It's a tournament arc, nigga. Shut up. Stop. That's all. It's a tournament arc, nigga. That's all the fuck it is. A tournament arc, nigga.
It's not a tournament arc.
But I'm not finished with the arc yet. I'm right at what the fuck did happen? It's hard to go though. Where am I? They's chilling in a hotel, yada yada stuff. Superman, Angel Girl, talking about how they gonna free Gojo, essentially.
Yeah.
Okay.
And everybody points going up.
You're not far off. You're not far off at all.
In my opinion. No, go ahead, Freak.
Yeah. So
I'm tired of hearing Freak talk. Say on what you got to say.
I'm about to conclude. I'm gonna be done. Conclusion being that I actually admire how Gege was able to wrap around the arc centered around the plot that they lost the objective on, because they lost the good side lost. That was the L for them, and I really fuck with how he brought in the past sorcerers and gave them their own motivations. The characters are all done well. The scenery, the battles, the actual overall plot, how it all came together in 3 quadrants. We had Yuta and Sendai. We had Megami. I forget where they were. I'm not gonna lie, but the names of the places, they're all 3 different places. They all come together, get these rules,
the different names of places,
pull it together, and the whole thing. We have like so many different angles. Them over here, them over there, them in the back, these niggas at the crib, then that nigga in the car. They all come back to the center point with different pieces to this overall plot to fix it all together, and it fucking works. It almost feels as good as what I want to compare it to. I won't even do that. But it's good as hell how they use different aspects to actually pull this all together. Whereas Shibuya is just like, that one feels more like a fucking it's a battle arc, you know? Shibuya is like, we're here to fight.
Survival. That shit was survival, bro. Once they sealed Gojo, it was like, what the fuck is gonna happen? I think it was just a lot more tense in the Culling Games. I think that was so far what I've read of the Culling Games.
the difference, in my opinion, the main difference between the Culling Games and the Shibuya arc is that, like Freak was saying, everything before Shibuya is almost like Saturday morning anime is, where it's like, oh, the villain showed up and we fought him, but then they ran away before we could beat them. Like, it's no real stakes. Shibuya shows the stakes, right?
I always say that the first season of JJK was kind of, it was cool. I was ready to drop it. I was really ready to drop JJK first season.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't fuck with JJK until they introduced Toto, and I only fucked with it when Toto got introduced because the nigga was so funny. Then when it started leaning on the darker, when I was in the middle of Shibuya, I was like, yo, this shit is really good.
Yeah,
right?
It got
when they introduced the stakes, and Culling Games is the culmination of, okay, you know what the stakes are now, and the big hero man, the big super you know what I'm saying? Like, I trivialize all conflict. Like, niggas can't fuck with me. Whenever I show up, we winning. He's gone.
So it's real now. It's real now. Anybody can
real
go.
Tension. It's not no bullshit tension. Niggas have a goal. Niggas know what they're up against, and they still have that inner turmoil. So having the characters separated, having them separated during the Culling Games, when Jujutsu, everything they tell you throughout the series up until the Culling Games is, yo, these niggas work better together.
We jump niggas.
Right? Gojo is telling them, like, yo, y'all gotta lean on each other. That's the part of Jujutsu as well. It's leaning on each other and depending on each other. Now we done separated niggas.
I would have been like, hey, where Yuta at? Drop me in Yuta College. Where is Yuta? Maki got a what? She did what? Maki or Yuta, either one.
and every nigga that they focused on put weight. They all did what they needed to do. That's always satisfying to see, like, this is a culmination of my planning and my training and everything. I can hold my own dolo. You know what I'm saying? Megumi facing the literal obstacles that he set for himself and overcoming them in real time. You know what I mean? Same thing with Yuji. Same thing with Maki. Same thing, because that's Culling Games too. Maki's little arc. Same thing with Yuta. So, in my opinion, that's peak JJK, because that takes everything that's been established by JJK and it puts it in a blender all together. We don't gotta establish the stakes no more. You know what they are. We don't gotta establish the characters. You know what they dealing. We don't gotta establish. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and that's the part that when you brought up Maki, that's the part, her family, learning about those families and stuff, and thinking they gonna have some type of serious impact on the story later down the line. Do they not? It's just like, you're from this family. That's it. That's about it. And that's what Drake, cause listen, when I saw that shit, I was like, wow, this is crazy. What the rest of the family's gonna do, how they gonna relate to this. I can't wait to see more about this. The very next time I see Maki, I'm like, I don't give a fuck about this no more. Oh, the dude's back, her brother back. So the fuck what? Why is this taking 20 chapters? Why are they fighting for however many chapters? I just didn't care. It's hard to keep stuff interesting in this world, in my opinion. I'm just speaking on gay right. Like, so it's just won't interesting. That's why I'm still on 200. I'm still on chapter 200, nigga.
It's not the world. It's definitely gay. And I dive deeper than gay will, because a lot of it can be used, but
it's so much.
Can do it.
It's so much.
I have two problems. Two things, okay? Number one being the cursed realm. The cursed realm being a concept that was basically given to us in a singular piece with no more information. But there's a scene in the beginning of the Culling Games where Kenjaku talks to one of Yuji's friends in a dream, and he is talking to her in the cursed realm, and he physically moves her from her bedroom in her bed and walks her to one of the colonies.
Mm-hmm.
And so he uses this cursed realm to traverse a long distance from Tokyo to wherever fucking this colony is. It's not in Tokyo. And he just takes her for a stroll. And she opens her eyes, real life, I'm over here, how did I get here? Never again do we even hear about the curse or see it. It never happens again.
He does all this world building and immediately destroys it.
Does it again.
Like,
throws
just,
it away.
like
And
why
my
are you doing
second
that?
issue.
Hunter
The
ass
second
nigga?
issue.
Big facts.
I have spent probably several days tying pieces of the clans to who they are and who they correlate to in verse, because we have mentions of the Fujiwara, the Sugawara, and the Minamoto clans, right? But we have the Zenin, the Kamo, and the Gojo clans, right? They're all descendants of these prior clans. They keep mentioning how Yuta is either from the Sugawara or the Fujiwara, and he has an ancestor named Michizane no Sugawara, meaning that's what he is because he's an atavism. And atavism is delayed genetics reemerging, so that's obviously what he is. He's the Sugawara, but that plays no part in shit at all. But they tell us that because it's important, right? And then Gojo mentions the Fujiwara, and that him and Yuta are distant cousins.
Yeah,
so Gojo is obviously a descendant of the Fujiwara clan. The Zenin clan has to be descendants of the Sugawara clan, but then Yuta is a bridge between that and the Minamoto clans because he's a swordsman. The Minamoto clan was a clan of swordsmen, right?
Yeah.
Based on Japanese history. These things are all inverse, given to us in pieces. What do? Fucking nothing. They don't fucking do shit.
Why is it not touched on?
Giving me stuff and not doing shit. Don't give me stuff.
Picture a nigga that just giving you a Lego set and just like, yo, these are all the pieces. I'm not gonna tell you what it made, but here's all the pieces. But it's not random Legos. It's a fucking Death Star set. But he like, I ain't gonna tell you how to put it together.
That's why these niggas keep making up all these different dumb shit and these different things about these niggas and stacking them against niggas that they know these niggas can't fuck with because these niggas don't know how to. I don't know.
Back to back.
Nigga need to step up shit.
Like you just nigga is literally writing filler. Cause why is these certain people going against fucking Sukuna? Nigga is writing his own filler. He can't write. He can't write.
I tell you, when I saw the sword theme around Yuta, him being a swordsman, the red and yellow colors, me being a fucking Japanese history fucking geek, started to actually pay off. I'm like, yeah, he's a member of the Minamoto clan, and he's a Sugawara. He's the bridge. That's why him and Maki are a thing, because the Zenin clan are he putting shit together. But Gege won't fucking do anything. Stop
Here's all the Lego pieces.
That's
I'm not gonna tell you
this whole series is a setup for Jujutsu Kaisen 2. The return of the Kaisen.
Return more Kaisen. Double the Kaisen.
It's just the lore. This just the lore.
This whole thing has been Jujutsu Kaisen 0. This whole thing is 0.
Exactly. The whole thing is just Jujutsu Kaisen.
And then he can actually write on his next story.
Yeah, then he's gonna actually start.
The cursed world. The whole next joint is in the cursed world. It's gonna be about a curse that goes to the human world. Now, I ain't writing for him. I ain't giving him no ideas. Not that he watched this. He could. You don't know who we watching. Nigga, the gay can't watch this.
It's so intricate. There's so many pieces. There's so much you can do with it. And I'm doing more than he will. He won't fucking do anything. I have a whole fucking thesis on the cursed realm. It's like 7 paragraphs.
Send it to him.
He won't fucking do shit. He won't even do anything. I have a whole analysis on the clans. He won't fucking do anything. It's like 5 paragraphs of clan information that he won't do shit with.
Nobody's helping him. Nobody's helping him. He not like the rest of them niggas with hella
crazy
helpers. He don't have hella helpers, bro. Send him some shit. He might be like, damn. Maybe send it. Send it on Twitter.
He's gonna be like, okay, this makes sense. I like
damn,
that.
I should have used that. Too late. I already tricked up this whole series. So.
I should have said that shit.
Right, oh my God. That's a good idea. He gonna be just like Attack on Titan author. Like, yeah, my bad. And some stuff I could have touched on. I could have went deep on some other stuff. Some more. I could have thought. But niggas, I just thought y'all wanted fights.
You see that title?
What it say? Hold on, let me big screen you.
The cursed realm.
A separate clause of things. He ain't reading all that. He don't even write all that, bro. What make you think he gonna read all that?
Compiled every piece of correlating information to how cursed energy even fucking works, because he won't goddamn do it. This shit is. Look at this, okay? Listen. Can he fucking do something? Can he do something? I'm DMing this.
Put him on Twitter, bro. You gotta make Twitter.
You don't even know what happens when you break a binding vow.
Bro.
Nigga about
that
the bang
one
from
nigga in that
Christ.
series has broken a binding vow.
Nigga, bro, you gotta talk about it.
Hold on, what you say, Zay? Hold on, Zay, what you talking about?
I was saying, Gege has not once shown us in the entire series what happens when you break a binding vow. Every one of these niggas has made a binding vow, and that one person broke it.
That's real.
You see this? You see this shit?
Very loose. The very
see loose, this?
Like rules surrounding a binding vow, because it seemed like niggas can just make a bunch of them.
Because apparently in this like Sukuna's making like 30, 40 of them bitches without breaking one.
The niggas Sukuna.
Do y'all see my fucking screen?
Like, yeah, I made a binding vow that I can't use.
We see it, Freak. Hold on.
Yeah, you goddamn see this?
Because you know where he got that from. It's drum roll, please. A devil contract.
Comprehensive binding vows list. Okay. Look at the fucking length. I had to do it myself because he won't do it. This is all the binding vows, the variations, and how they work. I had to fucking do it. Look how long this shit is. Because he won't fucking...
Because in Chainsaw Man, when you broke a devil contract, you was known they broke a devil contract. That's why I was confused. Like, why you introduce binding vows and that one nigga broke them yet?
He took the sauce and couldn't
and
put it on nothing.
The only time they spoke about breaking one, the nigga don't even explain what happened. He's just like, "Oh shit, we don't know what happened if you break a binding vow." Like,
right? Even Kenjaku was like, "I don't know what happened when you break a binding vow."
Nigga,
you probably don't want to do that, but if you do, I don't know.
He was like, he said the punishment can vary, but I'd rather you not risk it.
Like, we don't know. It's all clout. Niggas respect. All respect. Don't break the vow.
We got self-imposed binding vows. Vows with others. We got universal vows, revealing one's hand, potential attack, overtime, localized reinforcement, sacrifice, end what is permanent. We have cursed objects, speed and toughness. We got technique rituals, barrier installments. We got I even named them off. Fucking bird strike. We got fucking symbol domain. Because the new Shao style has a fucking binding vow in it.
You can't teach somebody else that shit.
Yeah, there's a vow for that. Why is that there? What is that doing? You got fucking idle death gamble. Instant body distorted killing when Mahito changed his shape. That's a fucking binding vow. How did he get to? He got to change his form and get strong as a bitch. What hurts? What's gonna hurt? What sucks from that? What's gonna be like? Oh no, I didn't mean to. Bro, like it's fucking haberdash.
I mean, it just be shit like I'm not using my left hand no more, so now my technique is 8 times strong. Like, what is that?
Right, even Miwa had to fucking let my sword strike true, or I'll never may swing a sword again. Like, she did a binding vow mid swing. You see that bitch swinging the sword? No.
It ain't do shit. She's still swinging? Did she come back later? She's still swinging?
No, she not swinging.
Okay.
She's not swinging that bitch.
She not swinging no sword. Weak ass binding vow. Weak ass characters. That's why Mekamaru told you to stay your ass home.
That binding vow was trash. Never swinging a katana again is a terrible. That's like, I hate you, right? And
why?
I can't wait to get
Kendrick Lamar ass nigga.
I can't wait to get my hands on you, right? So I'm like, look, when I get the chance to get my hands on you, I will never wear Raycon earbuds again if it means like a feature.
Don't buy those. I don't care. No. Fuck if they try to sponsor us. Don't buy those.
That's not high stakes. You should have gave your life to do damage to Kenjaku.
Give me the power to kill him.
Raycon earbuds. Raycon earbuds.
This binding vow is sponsored by Raycon earbuds.
That's your noise canceling property.
It's Raycon.
Bro, they tricked me. They got
Ray Shadow Legends
with technology to provide the best noise canceling sensation.
Listen,
you can barely hear the music come out them bitches because they
cut it out.
Don't buy Raycons. I don't care. We not getting sponsored by them.
And give myself a headache. We have enough people now to actually touch the topic.
Oh, I've been recording this.
Oh, well, cool.
All right, y'all. That's our analysis of JJK.
Niggas recording JJK.
Everything wrong with JJK.
Literally, the dump. I hope you got me showing my lists.
Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. Check us out on Instagram.